Hello, welcome to U.S. immigration and visa updates as part of our ongoing efforts to provide the latest information on your U.S. immigration journey. This is our timeline series. This channel is not owned by any U.S. government agency or an immigration attorney. The contents in the channel is for informational purpose only, collected from various public domains. You might need to contact an expert immigration attorney for your specific immigration needs. Today in this video we are going to talk about latest U.S. immigration news. We will talk about U.S. marriage green cards 2022. If you are interested in this topic, please watch till the end of this video for the latest immigration updates and news. Please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell icon. Let's get started. Green card marriage. If you and your spouse plan to live permanently together in the United States, the next big thing on your mind may be applying for a marriage green card. Not sure if you qualified to apply? Start by checking your eligibility. What is a marriage green card? A marriage green card allows the spouse of a U.S. citizen or green card holder to live and work anywhere in the United States. A green card holder will have permanent resident status until they decide if they wish to apply for U.S. citizenship, for which they become eligible after 3 years. Are you looking to apply for a marriage green card? The best help putting together all required forms and documents and submitting them to the government. How do you get a marriage green card? Getting a green card through marriage is generally a 3-step process. This guide will walk you through each step with links to more detailed information along the way. We'll also explain the process for green card applicants living in the United States versus green card applicants living abroad. Now let's talk about the marriage-based green card timeline. The total processing time for marriage-based green card is anywhere from 9 to 36 months, depending on whether you're married to U.S. citizen or U.S. green card holder, lawful permanent resident. The best way to ensure your application doesn't get delayed is to file all your paperwork correctly the first time around. Now let's talk about marriage-based green card cost. The government filing fees for applying for a marriage-based green card are $1,760 for a spouse living in the United States or $1,200 for spouse living outside the United States. Note that this does not include the cost of the medical examination, which varies from roughly $200 to $500. Establishing the marriage relationship for I130. The first step in the process of getting the green card through marriage is to submit Form I-130, officially called the Petition for Alien Relative to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, which is part of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. The main purpose of the I-130 form, along with supporting documents, is to establish that a valid marriage exists. The spouse filing the 130 is called the petitioner or sponsor. This is the spouse who is a U.S. citizen or current green card holder. The spouse seeking a green card is called the beneficiary or green card applicant. Critical elements of a complete I-130 filing package include 1. A government filing fee of $535. 2. Proof that the sponsoring spouse is a U.S. citizen. Copy of the sponsor's birth certificate, naturalization certificate, or valid passport photo page, for example, or permanent resident. Copy of the sponsor's green card, for example. 3. Proof that a legally valid marriage exists, for example, a marriage certificate showing the names of both spouses as well as the place and date of the marriage. For proof that the marriage is not fraudulent, for example, a joint lease, joint bank account statements, and pictures together. 5. Proof that any previous marriage of either spouse has been terminated, typically a divorce document. Once the I-130 filing package is complete, it must be mailed to the appropriate USCIS address. USCIS will then send the sponsoring spouse an official acknowledgement or receipt notice in the mail. typically within 2 weeks if USCIS needs more information or documents to process the filing package. They will send the sponsoring spouse a request for evidence within 2-3 months. Once USCIS has everything they need, they will typically make a decision on the I-130 application within 7-15 months depending on the couple's situation after receiving notice that the I-130 form has been approved. The next step will be to determine whether the spouse seeking a green card is eligible for one. Apply for the green card from I-485 or Form DS260 establishing the spouse's eligibility for a green card. The U.S. government follows two different processes to determine a spouse's eligibility for marriage-based green card. The right process depends on where that spouse currently lives. For green card applicants living in the United States, if the spouse seeking a green card physically lives in the United States, the next step is to file Form I-485, officially called the Adjustment of Status application. The I-485 is filed with USCIS and its primary purpose is to establish that the spouse is eligible for a green card. Adjustment of status is the immigration process for the following marriage visa types: 1R6 or CR6 spouse and accompanying IR7 or CR7 child. When the sponsor is U.S. citizen, to have to a category of 26 spouse F27 child. When the sponsor is a legal permanent resident like a green card holder, 3 CF1 spouse CF2 child. When the sponsor is a U.S. citizen and the foreign spouse is adjusting status from the CAVE fiancé visa. Note: adjustment of status can also be used to apply for employment-based humanitarian and diversity visa lottery green cards. Critical elements of an I-485 filing package include: 1. Government filing fees of $1,225 including $1,140 for the green card application and $85 for biometrics. 2. Proof of nationality of the spouse seeking a green card: copy of birth certificate and passport photo. Page 3. Proof of lawful entry to the United States by the spouse seeking a green card: copy of I-94 travel record and prior U.S. visa. 5. Proof of the sponsoring spouse's ability to financially support the spouse seeking a green card, including Form I-864 or affidavit of support and evidence such as tax returns and pay stubs for spouses of U.S. citizens. This I-485 filing package can usually be combined with the I-130 form and supporting documents described in Step 1 above, a process known as concurrent filing for spouses of U.S. green card holders. However, the I-485 filing package cannot be submitted until the U.S. Department of State determines that a green card is available in the visa bulletin. Given various annual caps, the wait time is currently about 1.5 years, but this can vary by a few months depending on the home country of the spouse seeking a green card. For green card applicants living abroad, there is a different process to sponsor a green card. For a spouse living abroad, the next step is to file an application package with the National Visa Center, which is run by the State Department. The NVC gathers the necessary forms and documents and decides whether the spouse is ready for an interview at a US embassy or consulate abroad. A procedure known as consular processing. Consul processing is the immigration process for the following visa types: the SURIN or iron spouse and the accompanying CR2 or IR2 child. When the sponsor is a U.S. citizen, BF to a category F21 spouse, F22 child. When the sponsor is a legal permanent resident like a green card holder, no consulate processing can also be used to apply for employment-based humanitarian and diversity visa lottery green cards. Critical elements of an NVC filing package include: 1. Government filing fees of $445 including $120 for the financial support form and $325 for the State Department processing fee to form DS260 green card application filed online. 3 Proof of nationality of the spouse seeking a green card, copy of birth certificate and passport photo. Page for a copy of a police clearance certificate for the spouse seeking a green card showing previous interactions with law enforcement, if any. 5 Proof of the sponsoring spouse's ability to financially support the spouse seeking a green card, including Form I-864 or affidavit of support, and evidence such as tax returns and pay stubs for spouses of U.S. citizens. The NVC typically processes an application package within 1-2 months for spouses of U.S. green card holders. The NBC typically processes an application also within 1-2 months. Once processed, the NVC then forwards it to a U.S. embassy or consulate in the home country of the spouse seeking a green card. Attend the green card interview and await approval. The final step in the marriage-based green card process is the green card interview. The interviewing officer's primary goal is to assess the authenticity of the marriage. Questions can focus on the couple's relationship history as well as their daily activities and future plans together. If the interviewing officer is sufficiently convinced that the marriage is not fraudulent, they will approve the spouse for a green card. The location of the interview, in addition to whether the sponsoring spouse must also attend, depends on where the spouse seeking a green card currently lives. Does your spouse live in the United States? A spouse applying for a green card from within the United States will attend their interview, the sponsoring spouse, at their local USCIS office. The physical green card will typically arrive by mail within 2 to 3 weeks of case approval. Does your spouse live abroad? A spouse applying for a green card from abroad will attend an interview at U.S. embassy or consulate in their home country. The sponsoring spouse does not attend this interview. The spouse seeking a green card will then receive a visa stamp in their passport allowing for travel to the United States. The USCIS immigrant fee, $220, must be paid online before a physical green card can be issued. USCIS recommends paying this fee before the spouse leaves for the United States. The green card is typically mailed to the couple's address within 2 to 3 weeks of the spouse's arrival. What's next? What happens next depends on the length of the marriage at the time of green card approval. Have you been married for less than 2 years? The spouse will receive a C round or conditional green card. Conditional green cards are valid for only 2 years. Couples together must file Form I-751, officially called the petition to remove conditions on residence, during the 90-day period immediately before the expiration of the conditional green card, in order to remove the conditions and obtain a permanent green card. Upon receiving this form, USCIS will re-evaluate the couple's marriage to make sure is authentic and that the couple did not marry only for immigration purposes. Have you been married for more than 2 years? The spouse will receive an IR1 or immediate relative green card, a permanent green card that is valid for 10 years in most cases. Renewing this 10-year green card is a simple process and does not require the couple to prove the authenticity of their marriage. Again, hopefully details and information is presented in this video are helpful. So what is your opinion about today's information? Definitely tell us by commenting, and on which topic we should make the next video. You must tell by commenting. We will try to reach you with the latest information related to US immigration. If you have not subscribed, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click on that notifications bell icon. See you sooner in the next new immigration video. Thank you.